everyone, it's Danelle. I know it's a little late. It's been a long day at work. So here I am, last minute, deciding to do a little bit of crafting. I know we've kind of been working on that tabletop for the past couple days, but I've kind of decided to work on something a little different today. Take a break from the table. It's just kind of eating me up. I'll kind of show you quickly though, how it's coming, because I'm sure you're interested to see how it looks. So hold on, I'll grab it. But tabletop is hardened. The top is hardened wonderfully. It looks great. I still need to figure out kind of what to do on this side. So if you have any ideas, let me know. I thought about, making like a little turtle or something right here. Someone suggested putting some glitter all over here. I don't know if I should just leave it natural and just do a final layer of resin. I'm undecided, so I'm kind of just going to think on it a little longer. It's just going to sit on the side burner while we do other crafts. I'm going to put that down. It's kind of heavy. Also, I kind of didn't share with you guys when I've been working the past couple days, but resin's super expensive. It's not a cheap product to buy, so I use a lot of resin to do a few different things with. So the leftover resin, I like to make things like this. I'll pour the resin in, it's just a little jewelry pendant. Super fun, huh? Just because I don't want to throw away resin. It's expensive. I could sell it, I could keep it, I could wear it, who knows. But I did 2 of those, just like that. They're super cute. They're going to look really good. I also made a pen. So I buy forms a lot. And I thought, well, I've got enough leftover resin, so I made a pen too. How cool is that, huh? So something I didn't share with you when I was actually doing those lives, I kind of just thought I'd let you know what you can do with some of that extra resin if you make too much. But today I'm kind of playing with mason jars. So I have a ton of jars just kind of laying around. My daughter, one of my youngest daughter, was at one point in time going to get married, and it didn't work out. So we were stacking up on mason jars, and I have all these mason jars. Don't really know what to do with them, so I kind of started playing with some ideas. And I started this one. I'm going to do it, beginning to end with you, but I wanted you to kind of see what I'm working with here. This one I'm going to work while we go, because you got to let this dry for a while when you work on it. But see, isn't that cool? Isn't that pretty? It was just a plain mason jar to start with. It's kind of still drying, but I think it's dry enough where we can work with it. So take your mason jars and you want to wash them real good. Make sure they're clean. Don't have really any debris in them. I did it before, but it already looks like it's dusty. Who knows, right? So this is what I'm going to use. Just a plain jar. This one isn't even really a mason jar. It's a canning jar of some type, but I don't know. We got it from somewhere. And all I'm going to use is the Mod Podge. I'm using the dishwasher safe one because I haven't quite decided if I'm going to put real flowers in there or what I'm going to do. So I'm using the dishwasher safe Mod Podge and food coloring. That's all it takes. All you do, it's so simple. There's nothing to it really. Is you open your Mod Podge and you just pour healthy amount. You don't want too terribly much, but healthy amount in there. And then you take your food coloring and add a little bit of food coloring and mix it up. I just use popsicle sticks. If you watch any of my other lives, you see I mix everything with a popsicle stick. So grab a popsicle stick and just a little spoonful, not too much. I kind of like that really faint blue. It looks a little darker while you're mixing it, so just going to kind of mix it up a little bit. Doesn't take a lot of work. And I'm mixing it right in the jar. You can mix it somewhere else and then put it in the jar, but we're just going to cover it the whole inside of the jar anyways, right? Why waste time working on something else? Having to clean up something else or waste something else. So I'm just taking some of that Mod Podge. And if you didn't know, you don't necessarily need to have Mod Podge. You can use Elmer's glue with just it's like, what is it, a teaspoon of Elmer's glue with 2 tablespoons of water, I think. A little bit of this. Food coloring, it'll do the same thing. So basically, just mix it up. It looks kind of dark in the bottom, but I promise once it kind of rolls around and gets in there, once it's all said and done, it's not going to be that dark. Just the darker you want it, just add more food coloring. Pretty cool, huh? And then all you're going to do is just kind of take it and coat it around the sides. This is probably the hardest part of this whole project. I kind of like to make sure, sometimes I even add just a little bit of water, which I've got some here. Probably put just a hair of water in there to, you know, make it spread a little bit easier. And when I say a little bit, not much, just a little bit, a couple drops. You don't want to thin it out so much that it doesn't really work anymore. So spin it around. Okay. And then we go back to, and now it'll kind of cover a little easier. And you're gonna see like there's some swirls and different stuff in there. It's kind of cool. I don't know what that big chunk is in there. What is that? Is that food coloring? Yeah, I guess it is. Didn't get mixed up very good. Okay. That's why I probably shouldn't go live. You never know what's gonna happen. Okay. So, got that worked out. Now I'm just gonna kind of roll it around. And if you feel like it's not moving very well, just add a little more water. Stir it up. Go back to it. This is the longest part, and you'll probably get bored just sitting here watching me do this, so I'm probably not going to do it all because you'll get so bored with me. It takes a little bit of time. But once you kind of get it to cover your sides, you can even add a little bit more. I might not have put enough in there. Trial and error, guys, trial and error. Put a little bit more in there. A little more Mod Podge. I don't like to use too much. I'd rather add to it just because Mod Podge is kind of expensive. You know, so mix it up. Anyways, we're going back to it. But I'm not going to sit and do this all with you right here because you will get incredibly bored. And that's one thing I find when I'm following people or I'm watching people, when they sit there and they talk too much and it takes them too long to finish a project, I get incredibly bored. So I'm not going to waste your time like that. All I do is roll it around until it completely covers. And then you're just going to set it upside down. I have a piece of wax paper down below and then paper towel up top. You're just going to let it sit upside down. And a lot of it's going to come out on the bottom and it's going to create this crystallized effect. Believe it or not, this is the exact same color, about the exact same mixture. That's just what happens when all that thickness kind of comes out and it becomes this thin, pretty blue color. I'm working on decorating my office. So those that don't know, I'm a realtor by day. I do a little bit of social media marketing, some assistant work for some people, but for the most part, I'm a realtor by day. So I have this super pretty, really nice office, and I really like to kind of dress it up a little bit. So that's what I'm doing with this, and I just love this blue. To me, it's not enough. I need more. I need to make it look even prettier. So, of course, the easiest way I know to quickly make a project like this, to make it look super professional and nice, like something you'd buy at a boutique, I use Magnolia Design Company. I know that, you know, a lot of my videos are about them, but honestly, it's my go-to in everything. So, I keep a lot of my stencils in these portfolio books. I have some floating everywhere, but this one in particular, and I have old stencils from different companies. I do not promote them, but I do still have them because stencils can be used over and over again. I've kind of decided I want to use some of these, I can't remember what they're called, and I feel like I can barely see because I'm getting old and I don't have my glasses on, so nobody laugh at me, but I cannot see who's saying what. But I think I see Vonda on there, and maybe Vonda can kind of type in there and tell me she remembers what these are called. I cannot remember for the life of me. But they're like the, I don't remember what they're called. But anyways, they've got like little feel-good sayings. They're super cute. And I couldn't really decide what I wanted because, like I said, it's going for my office. But I think I'm going to do the Actually I Can, because in real estate, it's all about the hustle. It's all about the motivation. You don't do the work, you're never going to get the sale, right? So that's what I'm going to do. And if you notice, it'll come on a bigger sheet. They don't come like this. I've just already cut into it, just so you know. I'm just going to cut the lines so I can use that one. And I know when you look at this, it doesn't say, actually I can, it's in reverse, but it's super cute. I like it. And all I am going to do, I had my tacky towel out here. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, there it is. Okay. So you don't have to use a tacky towel if you have a regular towel at home. I am also super famous for just sticking it to my clothes. But I'm going to tell you what, when you're working with a glass bottle, these stick really, really well. And you don't want it to like stick for a super long, you know, you don't want it to stick real hard because it'll stretch your stencil when you pull it off and then it doesn't last as long. Take care of them and they're going to last you a really long time. You can use them over and over and over again. So just peel it off the backing. And I would say at least 3 times, maybe 1, 2, 3. You want it to stick, but you don't want it to be so sticky that when you pull it off, it stretches. So I'm just going to find a pretty spot to put it. And I guess I'll just put it right there. And try to center it as best I can. I'm eyeballing it. I try to work fast because I know I talk a lot and I probably bore a lot of people. Sorry, guys. But when you're working with a curved surface, sometimes you end up having more bubbles than you like, so you really want to make sure that you get all of the bubbles out. And your stencil is right there. So when I put the ink on the top, it's going to say, actually I can. You're not going to see all this green stuff around there, right? I was going to do black, but the more I think about it, I might want to do white. White might look better, but I don't think I have any white with me. So we're going to do black anyways. I had planned to do white, but I guess I don't have it with me. It must be out in the other shop. So once you get it on there, all you have to do is get your little squeegee. Magnolia Design Company puts out all kinds of squeegees. I like the small one the best, even with big projects, because you can do so much with it. And then, I guess I don't, yeah, I do have one. Okay. Little stir sticks. You don't need these, it's not necessary, but it's kind of nice. All I'm going to do is take some of my ink, and this ink is permanent, so you have to heat set it. When this is all said and done, well, I'm going to show you what it's going to look like all the way to the end, but when I'm completely done with it, I'm going to throw it in the oven for about 250, I guess, maybe for 25-30 minutes, somewhere in there. You don't want to go too long, but that's all you got to do to heat set it, and all of a sudden it's permanent. So you just squeegee across the top like that. Looks kind of funny, right? You want to kind of move fast, but ink doesn't dry as quick as paste does. And then all you're going to do is peel that stencil off. And I kind of want to show you the reveal of it. So I'm trying not to pull from directly from the top, but let's kind of reveal that. See? Look how easy that is. Isn't that so easy? And it looks so pretty. It's kind of got like a, I don't even know how to explain it. It looks like it's got a shadow behind it because of the paint's, you know, through the glass. It's really super cool. So like I said, this is quick. This is something I can quickly do. I could make this as a gift for like one of my other agent friends, or for my broker, or maybe one of my girlfriends. I have a title lady who is working extra hard on a deal for me. Maybe she would like it. Who knows? And all I'm going to do now is just decorate it up a little bit. I'm not going to go crazy because I don't like things overdone. But I picked up this burlap tape. I don't know if you've ever seen this, but I don't know about you, but I love the craft department in Walmart, and they get this stuff all the time. So it's so cool. So I go and I buy the burlap tape. This tape is super, super sticky. I'm going to use it here now without hot glue because I still need to heat set this. I want to heat set this not only for the ink on top, but for the color on the inside. I want this to be permanent. So if my friend, or if you decide in my office to put real flowers or something in this, and I put water in here, I don't want that color to come out. So I am going to heat set it, but I'm going to do this temporarily. This is a really strong tape, and I'm just going to cut a piece off. but it'll come off a little bit easier than if I were to hot glue it or, you know, use some type of other glue on it. The hardest part for me is that I'm old now and I don't have my glasses on me and I can't see the tape very well. So, sorry guys, this might take a hot minute. I don't know if you hear that puppy whining in the background. We have a little puppy that showed up at our house after my father-in-law's funeral, and I can't bring myself to, you know, not keep her, but she actually got injured this week, so she's in there, and if I'm not right up her butt, she is all over whining. So all I'm going to do is take this tape and wrap it around the mason jar, and I'm going to try to do it as evenly as possible, which is not entirely dry yet, so it's kind of hard to do. But it can be done, I promise. It can be done. And then, like I said, once I take this out of the oven, I'll actually put this on a little bit better. I'll spend a little bit more time with it and make it look a little bit prettier. And I'll take a picture of it and I'll show it to you. Once you get to the end, just kind of cut it off. Minnie, hush, you're fine. Her name's Minnie, by the way. My granddaughter named her. She loves Minnie Mouse. So basically, that's where I'm at. How cute is that? Okay. So to doll it up just a little bit, I buy these like battery operated lights, mass quantities at Walmart especially, or Dollar Tree, or Five Below, whatever you want to call. I buy them all the time, especially at Christmas time, so I have like a whole box full of them, and I like them good and messy. And then we're just going to shove them in there, which is kind of dangerous to do right now, but I'm going to do it anyways because I want you to see it. So I'm going to do it. I'll pull them out later. Hopefully it doesn't screw up the paint too much. Oop, it's on blank. Just put a little flour in there. That's it. Look how cute that is, guys. Look at how easy that is. There's nothing to it. Nothing to it. And I did kind of mess the paint up just a little bit with my lights, but it won't take long for me to fix it. All I gotta do is roll it around a little bit, turn it upside down, put it in the oven, and then that won't happen next time. But that's all I got for you tonight. Just a quick little easy craft using products that, you know, you can pretty much pick up anywhere except for the stencil. If you want to get stencils, I have the hookup on the stencils. I kind of know where you can get them. So I try not to say certain words about certain things because the algorithms of Facebook do not like it. But if you're interested in the stencils and you see how quickly and easy you can make something with them, just shoot me a message, a comment, I'll respond. And that's really about it. Like I said, to finish this project, I'm going to take all this out, but I have to fix the paint now because I stuck that in there anyways. But just roll it around and fix it. Once it's all right, I'm going to take this piece off. So if we went back to the basics, I'm going to throw it just like this, upside down, in the oven, and I am going to let that baby cook for about a half hour, 45 minutes. It's cooked. It's made with the Mod Podge dishwasher safe stuff, so if somebody wants to put water in there for their plants or flowers, totally fine. But if you don't want to do that, if you want to keep it fake or do whatever, use regular Mod Podge, use water, glue, mix it up, add some food coloring. It's so simple and it's so quick. I mean, I've been talking to you. Again, I can't see, so I don't know how long I've been on here, but it's mostly because I'm babbling. So if you actually got down and focused on it, you'd be done in whatever. The thing is, when you're letting these sit like this, upside down, you probably want to let them sit for about an hour before you put them in the oven because you don't want a lot of that extra paint in there. So let them sit for a while. And see, this is already starting to come back to life. So, and then once they sit for an hour, you get your stencil, your design on it, cook it, boom, you're done. One more thing I'd like to show you before we go. about the stencils. If you're bored, you can hop off. But these are so easy to clean and reuse. So people think, well, you know, what do you do with it? You can run it under some water in the sink. Not a big deal. Or, I am so unprepared today. I know I just had, okay, never mind. You can take, oh, they're way over there. I'm not grabbing them. I'll go get them when I get off. But you can take like Clorox wipe them off, and then you can just kind of dry them on your tacky towel, turn them upside down, and let them sit. And then as long as you didn't stretch it, as long as you cleaned it out before, you know, anything really gets hard and stuck in there, you can use that thing 10, 15, 20 times. I have some in my portfolio I've used for a long time. So they're pretty cool. You can do awesome projects super fast. So anyways, that's what I got for you tonight. I'm so happy that y'all joined me. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I'm going to try to go live tomorrow. I am not 100% sure what I'm going to work on, but it might be that tabletop if I can find an idea. So if you have an idea for that tabletop, let me know, because I'm stumped. I really don't know what I want to do with it. I really love that natural edge. I almost don't want to do anything. Then the other part of me is like, I'm an artist. I got to do something, right? So shoot me your ideas. It's good to see you. Have a good day.